So, lately a lot has been going on, and I'm not sure exactly where to begin with all of my thoughts, which is why the title of this is simply just Let's Talk. I feel like there's a lot of conversations that happen throughout the day, there's a lot of thoughts that people think, and with those conversations and thoughts, I often feel like they're suppressed. People don't have a space to talk about these things. People listen to podcasts, they watch TV shows, they listen to music, but there's always a little safe space set up between what's going on in their forms of entertainment and what's going on in their minds. And ultimately, at least for myself, I find it very hard to relate to things. I feel like there's maybe a small selective group of things that I can easily relate to, and that's that. And then, when you don't have too much, when you're just a little lonely, or you don't have anyone to turn to or talk to because you don't want people looking at you a certain way or thinking about you a certain way, it just gets repressed. And this is kind of what I want to build here. I just want to build an open community where, we can talk, where I'm not going to filter myself or censor myself, where I'm just going to say what comes to mind and see where it goes. Two people might watch this video, I might get 0 likes and 0 comments, and that's where it might end up going. But that's fine with me. I just hope that for the 2 people that watch this, that you find some kind of entertainment value from it, or that you happen to maybe share it with a friend. But at the end of the day, that's asking for too much. At this point, I've been thinking and trying and doing different YouTube things for so long that nothing's taken off, and I don't think anything ever will take off. That's fine, for 99% of us, YouTube will never be a full-time thing. And I think I've come to terms with accepting that, and I've stopped trying to produce what's going to be the next wave, trying to make what people will enjoy. I mean, let's face it, this isn't my first time trying a type of content for a channel. It's not my first time coming up with an idea on videos to make. It's not my first time trying to hop on a trend based on what keywords are hot at the moment either. So, in all honesty, this is me, completely transparent, completely honest, and I get it. None of you guys know who I am. None of you guys care about me. And that's fine. It's just, let me talk, let me upload. If I get a view, great. If I don't, whatever. It's past worth, stressing out about at this time. At least with everything that's going on personally. So that takes me into this point. So trying different things, right? I mean, I'll be honest with you, I've probably attempted to launch 8 or 9 different YouTube channels. All various types of content. Now, I'm not going to name the channels because I've taken them all down. I give it 3 months, 3 to 6 months. I put out 20 to 30 videos. Don't get more than 50 views even after that, and I kind of just say, alright, time to move on to the next thing. Um, I like being at home. I like sitting in my office and working. I like sports. Um, but lately I've been trying different things. I've been trying to get outside more. I've been spending time under the sun. I went outside and cleaned in the front yard and the backyard the other day. Just doing different things. I've noticed that as I've grown and changed and matured, that my interests and my priorities have changed as well. I used to just enjoy sitting down and in front of a TV and, wasting my days away doing absolutely nothing. Now I get excited by opportunity. I get excited by doing things. I hop into ventures and I just see where they try and take me. I mean, it's weird because I've tried so many different things, and some have worked, some have made me money, some have, helped me pay my bills, some have done absolutely nothing other than be a waste of time. And it's just, I'd like to try new things. I'd like to visit different places. I'm so afraid of airplanes. I almost faint every time we take off. But the allure of seeing something new, the allure of trying new food, and just being around different people excites me. Um, it's it's odd because we're challenged from the day that we're born to pretty much the end of your school, whether that's high school, university, to try new things and join clubs and make new friends and talk to new people. But then once university or high school ends for you, it's not like that. You get into your career, you can't be creative anymore. You get paid to fill out a job description. You need to stay within that job description, stay within your agenda, make sure that you're hitting your daily tasks. And if you try anything creative, or if you sacrifice doing one of your daily tasks that are quite honestly meaningless to make a real difference, why are you doing that? I don't pay you to think. I don't pay you to do this stuff. Why won't you just stick to your duty? It's just weird to me how we tell people to be creative, we tell them to do different things, and we lock them inside a 9 to 5 cage where they need to do the same 10 things every day. I mean, I honestly think that with everything going on in the world, there's not, right now, especially in the United States, there's a lot of disconnect between police and citizens and just unrest. And one of the biggest things for me is I wish that people were allowed to explore new things and try new things. I mean, I in my life would half of the new things that I've tried, I would have never have thought to have done them on my own. I would have never seen the value in them. I would have never thought they were cool until I actually did them. And I know a lot of people that have never even left the state. That doesn't make sense to me. We wonder why people feel trapped, why people get bored, why people get tired with their lives, why they don't have anything exciting going on, why some people just aren't excited for anything. It's because there's nothing new, there's nothing to do, there's nothing to try, there's nothing to excite them. And trying different things is great, right? But you can't try things when you're just stuck in a 9 to 5. And how many people can honestly afford to leave their 9 to 5 to go and try different things? I I don't know too many people. You know, it's it's crazy to me that we're in such a advanced situation in terms of our civilization, and people are still working in prehistoric ways almost. I guess the whole point about trying different things is, I've made a lot of mistakes in trying things. I've had some successes, but ultimately, sometimes I just feel held back by the fact that, I have to pay bills. I have a 9 to 5, and I get that that's normal responsibility, and I shouldn't be on the internet sitting here making 20-minute videos about it, crying and complaining. But how many other people feel that way? How many times have you wanted to try something but you couldn't because of your job? Because you just don't have the time, you don't have the energy, you don't have the capability or resources. How many times? The cliche thing is, oh, take risks, do this, do that, go and explore, go and it just that sounds good on your phone background, but how practical is it in real life? That takes me into my next one. Is 24 hours enough? I don't know. I have so many things going on in the day just to pay bills and keep everyone happy. I wake up, I skip breakfast because I've slept 4 or 5 hours and I don't have the appetite for breakfast. I cuss at my phone. I watch the news or something, sports analysis. They talk about the same thing every single day. I sit down at my computer at the office and stare at my computer blankly, wondering if there's ever going to be any light at the end of the tunnel, or whether or not, or whether my email is just going to keep blowing up every day. Um, and it's just, I sit there from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and eat my lunch every day, get back home. By the time I've driven back home, it's about 6 o'clock. At that point, somebody's bitching, whether it's, the partner, or whether it's a friend that has a situation going on, or whether I forgot to do something, or whether work needs me to urgently finish something super important by tomorrow, somebody's bitching. And by the time I'm done with eating dinner and, complaining about how bad the day was and, dealing with whoever's complaining, it's 9 o'clock, it's time to go to bed. Great, let's go and do it again tomorrow. We're gonna do it again, do it again, and do it again, and then finally, Saturday hits. I'm so tired from the week that I sleep in on Saturday, and by the time I wake up, half the day is gone. Okay, great. Now what do I do? Maybe go for a walk, do something. Sit. And then by the time Sunday rolls around, okay, well, I caught up on my sleep on Saturday. Um, the few projects that I had pending on Friday are still in the back of my head. But you know what? It's Sunday. Let's go out and enjoy or do something. Well, it's hard when you're thinking about what's going to be on your plate tomorrow at work. It's hard to disconnect when it's hard to, they talk about disconnecting and they talk about decompressing and relaxation and mental health and all this other stuff. It's hard to do that when you get Saturday and Sunday. Saturday you spend sleeping. Sunday you wake up and you realize, oh, I gotta go back to work tomorrow, and you start thinking about that. That's all you can think about. And soon enough it becomes in every conversation you do. You talk to your partner, you talk to your mother, you talk to your brother, you talk to your friends. All you can talk about is work, work, work. Somebody's complaining or you're complaining about something. It's just, how do you have a positive, healthy life when all your life is taking complaints or complaining about something? And I feel like it's not just me. It can't just be me. There's a lot of people out there that are unhappy with their situation. They're either complaining about their job, or they're complaining about, the construction on the road home, or they're complaining about how their sandwich took 5 minutes to prepare and it was cold, or how their Uber Eats driver took 30 minutes to get there. It's just, everyone's complaining about everything. And it's just, who's hearing us? Who are we voicing these concerns to? We're voicing them to our partners, our families, and oh, well, he's just a grumpy old guy. He's just this, he's just that. Oh, I don't know what to tell you. If the Uber Eats driver takes 45 minutes to get here, and I only, and the food's cold, and I'm mad, I contact Uber support. Where's that complaint going to? Absolutely nothing changes. So why am I complaining? Absolutely nothing changes. You know how many times I've had cold food, or there's been construction, or the stupid pothole on the road that's actually punctured my tire one time? I complain. I've called the city, I've contacted, nothing changes. Is 24 hours enough? You work, you sleep, and then you spend the rest of your time either listening to complaints or complaining about something. And then they wonder why people are depressed, why people are unhappy, why people are not satisfied. It's because there's just no time in the day to be happy. I don't know if I just sound like a huge baby right now on the internet crying, and I really hope that people, take the time to at least just listen to me, to do me that favor, just watch through the video, please. And if you don't like me, tell me in the comments. Tell me you don't like me, tell me to shut up, tell me I'm being a baby, but just, it can't just be me that feels this way. And that comes to finding balance. So how do you find balance between your job, your partner, kids, bills, all that, when you don't have time? You don't have time. I'll tell you guys all right now, every one of you. And unless you're a doctor or a lawyer, forgive me, I'm not stupid enough to just group every single job into one profession, but there is absolutely nothing that you are doing that is so urgent that you need to kill yourself over. That report can wait. Last month's findings aren't going to change depending whether or not you deliver a report on the 5th or the 6th. It's not. It already happened. It's just insane to me that most people cannot find the balance in their life to live a happy life. I thought the whole point of, advancing our civilization, getting machines, getting technology, all this other stuff was so that we could live in a society where people could focus more on themselves. I just wonder how much greater would this world be if all those people that were afraid to leave their job to try an idea, or all those people that I don't know, got shut down at work, actually got a chance to follow through with their ideas. I'm sure that there's been a ton of genius, amazing, tremendous, talented people that have never had a chance to have the light shine on them because they were never given that opportunity. They were never given that trust. So what do I suggest? You want to focus on yourself? Well, if you want to focus on yourself, then I'm sorry, but you probably can't work. You need to pay the bills? Well, I'm sorry, you can't focus on yourself. What do you do? I don't know. And it's just right into the next thing. It's funny because I just quickly put out 5 questions on a slide show, and I just said, all right, I'm gonna ramble, no notes, and I'm just leading myself right into these. But what do? You can't stop paying the bills. You can't just cut off communication with whoever's complaining, because mostly the people that complain to you are the people that confide in you. And you can't just let yourself be an utter wreck, because that's how you die early. So what do you do? How do you balance it? How do you manage it? I don't know. And that's where I want this to be a discussion. I want you guys to look at these questions and try answering them in the comments. And I know that this is ridiculous because there's going to be 10 people that watch this video. But